I'm going to show you guys how to clean some fuel injectors. You can use some of this like brake cleaner stuff or some carbon choke cleaner. The carbon choke cleaner that has just some type of like oil residue. It leaves like an oil residue behind. Brake cleaner stuff kind of dries out after it's done spraying out. Here's your fuel injector. Just get you some basic couple wires like this with a couple roach clips at the end of them, and the two other ones on this end. And then what you do is you connect them to a 9-volt battery. I'm going to try to set this phone down. Maybe you guys can see what I'm doing here. There's a cup right there. What you do is you take one of these 9-volt, or not the 9-volt, but this wire, and you connect it to one of the terminals on the inside of the fuel injector. And then you connect the other one to the other side of the terminal inside the fuel injector. But listen to a little click. If you hear it click, then you know that your fuel injector is working. And it just clicked a little bit. Make sure they don't touch each other. And then what you do is your brake cleaner, which is right here, the tip of the straw, you put a little bit of tape on it to kind of thicken it up a little bit, because you're going to be sticking it down that hole right there. The point of using the 9-volt battery is, and the wires to connect it to the terminals, is to give the fuel injector some power, so to make it think that it's working the way it's supposed to work. Because if you spray brake cleaner in here without power going to it, it's not going to spray out the back hole over here where there's little tiny little holes that are in there. I don't know if you guys can see them, but they're in there, really tiny little holes. Yeah, I think if I can see them, I know you guys probably can see them. And if you spray the brake cleaner through there, it's not going to clean out. It's not going to squirt out from that end. So by giving it power, it will. Let me try to set the phone up. It will spray out the bottom. I'm gonna see if I can leave the phone here to where you guys can see. Doesn't look like the phone want to stand up right now. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna stick the straw into that little hole where my tape is. Kind of push it down in there so it can kind of take up all the space. And then when you spray, you see it spraying out the bottom of the fuel injector. That means it's cleaning it out from the inside, is what you want to do. You want a consistent flow. You see all that stuff spraying out on the top, but that's okay. It's going to do that. But what you want is you want it to clean out the inside of it by spraying through it with the power running to it, just like this. See how it's got a consistent spray coming out? Well, it's not 100% consistent because I'm running out of brake fluid, but you guys get the idea. And now all you got to do is just take these little terminal things off, or the wires, and then just wipe it down. You know, and then you can put the terminals back on there, because sometimes there's a little bit of brake cleaner gets left inside there. So what you do is you basically just kind of hold over the cup like that, and you touch it a little bit like that, give it power, and it basically spits out the little bit that's left in there. See how it's dripping out? Just keep touching it back and forth and it'll get it all out. And just get a rag, wipe it up, and then you got to make sure you take these, the phone almost fell. Let's see, look in the cup, see if this stuff is really... Doesn't look too dirty. It's got like a little dirt in there. So these fuel injectors weren't that dirty. Let's see if I can set this phone back up again, because I want to show you guys something. Alright, here's the fuel injector. You want to change these O-rings. There are ones on the bottom right there, and ones on the top. So you want to pop off that O-ring right there. And I got a couple new O-rings right here. I'm going to put that O-ring on the top there. And then you got another O-ring on the bottom. Like I said, take this part off. Sometimes they get welded on there. I mean, not with like metal, but dirt and stuff like that. And everything gets stuck in there. They're hard to get off. There we go. I got that off. There's that O-ring right there. And then this little plastic piece too, you take that out. That one's kind of stuck on there too. They usually come, these come with it if you buy the kit. I recommend you guys buy the kit so that way you can have everything for it. And then basically you just put this little ring thing back on there right here, over top of that. And then you pop your O-ring on this little hole right there.